Şerik şerik yönden Şeyin rikbi yönden
Dajin lok tutulu Meta me binurbu Şerik yönden ino Dajin lok tutulu Meta me binurbu Şerik yönden
Kuzu Zangpola to all the listeners across the country. This is Pema Yangzom from Samsi Lower Secondary School. This radio program is to reach to all the children across the nation. The lesson for today is for Class 2, subject English, on the topic Read Aloud. In this lesson, you'll be able to read the story aloud. You'll also be able to answer the questions based on the story, and you'll also be able to draw your favorite part of the story. Reading something aloud is very powerful. Reading aloud will help you read and enjoy reading. When was the last time that you read aloud just for fun? Today, let's read aloud a story titled The Three Little Pigs. Can you say the title with me? The Three Little Pigs. But before that, I'm going to sing a happy song for you. Happiness is something if you give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Happiness is something if you give it away, and it comes back right to you. Oh, it's just like a magic penny. Hold on tight and you don't get any. Lend it, spend it, give it away, and it comes right back to you. So that was a happy song for you. Now, can you please turn to page number 13 of the same booklet? What can you see there? Do you see pigs there? How many pigs are there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 pigs. The pig near the house is the mother pig, and the 3 other are her sons. Have you seen pigs before? Where did you see them? Did you see real pigs? What was the color of the pig? Now, what do you think the story is going to be about? Yes, it's about the 3 little pigs. What do you think will happen to them? Let's read to find out. Now, are you ready to listen to a story? Yes? As we read, you can visualize, you can create a picture in your mind as the story flows. Are you excited? I'm equally excited to read the story for you. I want you to help me read the dialogues in between. Will you help me? All right. Turn to page number 13. Ready? Let's read now. The 3 Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there was an old mother pig who had 3 little pigs and not enough food to feed them. So, when they were old enough, she sent them out into the world to seek their fortunes. The first little pig was very lazy. He didn't want to work at all, and he built his house out of straw. The second little pig worked a little bit harder, but he was somewhat lazy too, and he built his house out of sticks. Then they sang and danced and played together the rest of the day. The third little pig worked hard all day and built his house with bricks. It was a sturdy house, complete with a fine fireplace and chimney. It looked like it could withstand the strongest wind. Can you please turn the page? Page number 14. The next day, a wolf happened to pass by the lane where the 3 little pigs lived. And he saw the straw house. And he smelled the pig inside. He thought the pig would make a mighty fine meal, and his mouth began to water. What do you think will happen next? Will the wolf get into the house and eat the pig? Let's read and find out. So he knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me in, let me in." Children, will you help me read the dialogue of the wolf? Change your tone and read with me. Little pig, let me in, let me in." But the little pig saw the wolf's big paws through the keyhole, so he answered back, "No, no, no, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin." Children, will you help me read the dialogue? Okay, let's go. No, 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 not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. Then the wolf showed his teeth and said, "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." So children, what do you think will happen now? Do you think the wolf is going to blow the house down? Let's read and find out. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. The wolf opened his jaws very wide and bit down as hard as he could. But the first little pig escaped and ran away to hide with the second little pig. The wolf continued down the lane and he passed by the second house made of sticks. And he saw the house and he smelled the pigs inside, and his mouth began to water as he thought about the fine dinner they would make. So he knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me in, let me in." Can you read the dialogue with me, children? Little pig, let me in, let me in." But the little pigs saw the wolf's pointy ears through the keyhole, so they answered back. Can you turn to page number 15? So the pig answered, "No, no, no, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin." So children, I would once again like you to read the dialogue. No, 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 not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. Then the wolf showed his teeth and said, "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." So children, what do you think will happen now? Do you think the wolf is going to eat the pigs? Let's read and find out. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. The wolf was greedy and he tried to catch both the pig at once, but he was too greedy and got neither. His big jaws clamped down on nothing but air, and the two little pigs scrambled away as fast as the little wolf could carry them. The wolf chased them down the lane, and he almost caught them. But they made into the brick house and slammed the door closed before the wolf could catch them. The three little pigs were very frightened. They knew the wolf wanted to eat them. And that was very, very true. The wolf hadn't eaten all day, and he had worked up a large appetite chasing the pig around, and now he could smell all of them inside, and he knew that the three little pigs would make a lovely feast. So the wolf knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me in, let me in." Can you read the dialogue with me? Little pig, let me in, let me in." But the little pig saw the wolf's pointy ears through the keyhole. So they answered back, "No, no, no, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin." Can you read the dialogue, children? "No, no, no, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin." Then the wolf showed his teeth and said, can you turn to page number 16? Okay. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." So children, do you think the wolf is going to get them this time? Let's see. Well, he huffed and he puffed. He huffed and he puffed. And he huffed and he puffed. But he couldn't blow the house down. At last, he was so out of breath that he couldn't huff and he couldn't puff anymore. So he stopped to rest and thought a bit. I think the wolf is going to think of a plan. Do you think the wolf is going to get them now, children? Let's read and find out. But this was too much. The wolf danced about with rage and swore he would come down the chimney and eat up the little pigs for his supper. But while he was climbing onto the roof, the little pigs made up a blazing fire. Then, just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, he fell into the fire. Ah! Down came the wolf and got into the fire, and he died. Do you want to scream like the wolf? Let's scream together. Ah! The three little pigs were very happy because the bad wolf is gone. They lived happily ever after. So, did you enjoy the story? If you did enjoy the story, then you can read the story or you can tell the story to your friends and family. It's time for some activity. Can you see the activity in page number 16? Yes, there you have 4 questions to be answered. I'll help you read the question and I'll help you answer it too. For now, you can listen and later you can answer the question. Question number 1. What is the story about? What is the story about? So what is the story about? Yes, the story is about the 3 little pigs. Question number 2. Who built the strongest house? Who built the strongest house? Yes, the 3rd little pig built the strongest house. Question number 3. How did the wolf die at the end? How did the wolf die at the end? So how did the wolf die at the end? Yes, the wolf fell into the fire of the chimney while climbing to get the 3 little pigs. Question number 4. What is the moral of the story? What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that hard work pays off. While the first 2 little pigs quickly built houses and had more free time to play, the 3rd pig worked hard to build his house of bricks. So the moral of the story is that hard work pays off. Now, can you turn to page number 17? Self-check for learning. So in page number 17, you have an empty box there. In that box, you have to draw your favorite part of the story. So what was your favorite part of the story? My favorite part was the one where the 3rd little pig had built a nice and strong house. So I'm going to draw that when I reach to my home. You can do the same right after this lesson. So in that empty box, you can draw your favorite part of the story and you can even color it. And the box right below the empty box is the box where there are the answers for the activity in page number 16. I hope you'll do your activity well. Thank you. We'll continue in the next lesson. Till then, stay safe, stay clean, and keep washing your hands. Bye-bye, children.
Şerik 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 yenten Şeyin rikbi yenten
Dajin lok tu tulu Meta me binurbu Chiri genten ino Dajin lok tu tulu